impact on my credentials, and the reason why is because really you're not here to hear 50 minutes or a quarter of the talk based on what I've achieved. What I've achieved is important in terms of what I bring to the table. And I think some of the critical pieces that are not so much credentials but more experiential is that when I was a master's student, I began working with Olympic athletes, and I've worked with the Olympic shooting team. I've worked with the equestrian team, I've worked with the badminton team, I've worked with the figure skating team. I work with professional golf as well. I work with a diversity of different athletes. I've worked with the national kickboxing team, the UFC, quite a series of different sports. And I've worked with, obviously, field hockey, which you probably don't know. I worked with our national champions at the university level and was asked to join with the national field hockey team and declined. I've been invited to work with Major League Baseball, in particular the Chicago Cubs, and declined, in part because I'm a family-oriented person. And the travel associated with those sorts of positions takes me away from my sole purpose, and my sole purpose is to be a family man first and a professional second. I think that's really important, and I think it's something that you can all understand because it's a collective culture. Family is very important to me. So I want to thank my benefactors, and I love that picture, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. Dr. Bella, I didn't see you running this morning. Yes, I remember. But we will run together before Saturday. I got to find you. But thank you all very much for coming and listening to the speech. Yes, I am a runner, but there's a reason for it. My interest is in half marathons, and the reason I do half marathons, and I'm trying to do marathons if my wife will allow me to do it, is because I like to push to the point of pain and beyond, and I'm fascinated by it. This particular picture was a picture at half marathon last year that was half of it was on dirt and trail, and I finished individually fourth at that half marathon at the age of 51. And obviously won my division, and at the end of the race suffered pretty significant heat exhaustion, which was quite an experience in and of itself, until I was given a lot of salt, and then all of a sudden it was like someone switched the light back on and I came back to life. But I wasn't able to hold up a glass of water, and the reason why I started running was because my athletes were runners. And I did a lot of my work with my athletes at very opportune moments. So when I was doing high altitude training in professional boxing, my athletes would go through the runs and the coaches weren't in good enough shape to keep up with them. So these athletes were running on their own in solitude. And I come from a philosophy that a team is team. So that as a team member, they should always be accompanied and supported.